I grew up in a small town in South Texas. Mother was Catholic. Daddy was Episcopalian. When they married, Daddy very politely declined to convert to Catholicism. But he did agree that his children could be raised in the Catholic Church. And boy, were we ever. Every Sunday at 7:30, we were there. Every Wednesday at 6:30 in the evening, we were there. And Lord help us, during Lent at 6:15 every morning, we were there. So by the time I turned 18 and went away to college, I pretty much decided I was done with church. I had had plenty of it. I did not need any more. And that lasted for a while, until one morning I woke up in the middle of a second marriage that was looking like it too was going down the toilet, with 2 children, and the knowledge that I couldn't do this by myself. I found a little church outside the gates of the Indian Head Naval Ordnance Station in Maryland. It was an Episcopal church, and it looked a lot like this one. And I thought, well, this is it. This is what I need. And I'd like to say that it was smooth sailing from then on, but not really. I just couldn't find the right place. I went from church to church, and I couldn't find what my husband calls the Goldilocks. It just never seemed to fit. And so I would go for a while, and then I would stop, and then I would try somewhere else, and I would stop. And it was during one of these breaks of attending church that my husband, who does not, by the way, go to church and is not really much on organized religion, said to me, "You need to find a church. You really need to find a church. You are happier, you're at peace when you're going to church. Why don't you try that little church in Temple? It's pretty. It might be a fit." So one Sunday around 8:29, I slithered in the bell tower door and sat in the back. And it was about halfway through the service that I thought, oh, I'm home. And I have to be honest, it wasn't this beautiful church and the stained glass. It wasn't the wonderful sermons of the priests. It wasn't the music. It was you. You brought me home. You became my family. And when I realized that, I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to serve you and serve the community and serve this church because it was my family. And that's what families do. We serve. You are an amazing group of people. You give, you care, you touch lives all through this community. And I'm so proud to be a part of your organization and your family. And here I am asking you to give again. It's not just the money, although that's very important because it keeps our doors open and it allows us to get outside of this building and give to the people who need it so much in our community. But it's also your time and your talent. If you haven't looked through this, take a look. There are a lot of different things that you can do, and I guarantee you, you will find something that suits your talent and that you can fit into your time. Because that's what we are here for, to be a family, to take care of each other, and to give back to those who need it. Thank you.